Hey everybody, Tommy here, World at War Comics, and my next special guest is Miss Laurie Calcaterra. She is the creator and writer of Path of the Pale Rider. Right now, you could get issue number 6 on Kickstarter. The link is going to be below. Check out our interview. You're going to love this comic book if you've never heard of it before. And if you have gotten it before, here's your chance to get issue number 6 to complete your collection. All kinds of really cool add-ons. Lori is one of the best in the business. You're going to absolutely love this. Without further ado, here is Lori and I. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to World at War Comics. My good friend, special guest, Laurie Calcaterra, creator and writer of Path of the Pale Rider. Thank you for joining me today. Welcome back. I feel like we talk. I've been on your show, you've been on my show, but I always enjoy
Yeah,
having a conversation with you, Lori. How are you doing this week besides super busy?
I'm doing good. Every day feels like a week right now, but it's all good stuff. I've just been super busy running around chicken with no head, but
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm good.
Good,
hmm
good. I'm glad to hear it. Well, super excited about your current Kickstarter. We should take a look at it and maybe go over it. But before we jump into
Yeah.
that, can you kind of tell us what's different about this Kickstarter compared to some of the ones that you've done in the past, and maybe a little bit of an elevator pitch of what fans could expect?
Yes. Well, if you're unfamiliar with Path of the Pale Rider, it is a world where death has been broken. So your body can die, but your soul or your energy doesn't leave your body upon death. So you still rot, you're still you. You're not trying to eat people. It's not brain craving zombies. It's like having dementia and fast forward because you lose your memories, you can become violent, you can become vegetative, and it hits everybody differently. And it's people, animals,
I was just gonna
insects,
say,
fish. Death is broken. And so in this world, things have devolved back to the Wild West. So we have this really cool combination of like Western sci-fi, horror, apocalypse. It's all kind of mashed in there together, but it works great. And so this campaign is like most of my other campaigns where you can get the catch-up tier, so you can get caught up in the story. We are smack dab halfway through our first arc. So it's a great place to start, especially to binge read. Oh my gosh. I'm always so jealous of the people that find us like right here because it's
yeah.
like, oh, this is the good stuff, right? Not that the other stuff isn't good, but we're getting into that meat and potatoes at this point. So it's meaty and
Oh, I
in a
love it. It is
gross
such an
way.
amazing title. The art is incredible. It's wild. So
Yeah,
if
isn't it?
anybody who
Okay,
hasn't
thank you.
jumped into this, you're jumping into something that's gonna blow your mind. I think one of the first times I had you on was right after COVID. And
Uh-huh.
man, there was after reading that and then going through COVID like everybody, you're just like, wow.
How? Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So fun fact, I
Yes.
wrote this in 2018.
Yeah, I know.
So when we talk about like reliving the pandemic and reliving COVID in my story, I wrote this before we went through all of that. And it's so freaky because I, in my story, said that the apocalypse started on March 5th, 2020. So figure that out. I don't know. It still boggles my mind about some of the similarities that you guys, that you'll read when you get into it. So issue 3 and issue 4, especially when we go through like the fall of society and like how the government reacts and, sitting at home watching the news and it's bad news after bad news. It's like, oh my gosh. It
There
wasn't
was
my
a
fault though.
what?
I did not make COVID happen. I
Yeah,
swear to
it's not
God.
your fault. Lori
Not my
is not,
fault.
she's
Don't
not the
come for
one.
me.
Yeah. There was, what issue was it issue 1 or 2 where there is one panel and you see all the toilet paper built up in the back?
Issue
The
three.
hoarding, was it 3?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, now that was influenced by the pandemic
But
because
still, it's so perfect.
yeah,
So
but it was
perfect.
just funny that we could add it in there because of course that's what happened. But
Yeah.
like the rest of the script was like they were hoarding food. I had put that they were hoarding food. Marco DeFio was the artist and he put toilet paper in there as a joke.
Which is so perfect. I mean, I
Yeah.
Like if we ran out of food, I'm not sure you're gonna need the amount of toilet paper that we were all buying during
Right.
that time. I
You're
don't want
not
to get
gonna be pooping
grocery.
that much, trust me. No, it won't be
Yeah.
happening. Yeah.
If you don't have food, you probably don't need that much toilet paper. I think it's gonna be
Right,
a light
right.
toilet paper week for you. But anyways, let's
Yeah.
jump in before I gross everybody out. I would love to pull it up. Let's take a
Yeah.
look at the campaign because
Sure.
you always do such a good job of putting your Kickstarter together too, Lori.
Thank you.
To be honest, whenever I do mine, I try to look at yours first just because you do such a good job. But I don't think anybody will ever have as many add-on and cool things and new ideas as you. It's
Thank you.
ridiculous, to be quite honest.
I'm
But
so
I love every
sorry.
minute
I
of it.
know. It's getting to a point where I'm like, I keep adding more things. Like I added more things today, Tom,
Did you?
because it's like, well, a lot of the things I had added on in the beginning that were exclusive, like that mug, the coffee mug, the rebound book. I had 6 bottles of a new flavor of hot sauce. All of those went in the first 15 minutes.
That's crazy.
So I was like, I have to find more things for people. That was day one. So it's like, all right, well, so we're slowly adding more things as we go. I added a ton of original art from Gilbert today. So when you scroll down, that's new. That's new.
Well, let's jump in. Here is the site. I will make sure that below I put everything that you need in order to get over here and to back it. And what's great is you always have catch-up tiers. So if you
Hmm.
are new to Path of the Pale Rider, don't worry. Everything's going to be made available. And like you said, this is a perfect time to jump in because you could binge those first
Yes.
6 issues, and it's going to be absolutely incredible.
In the next issue, Tom, the next 7, and I've been saying this for a while, number 7 is my very favorite issue in the first arc, and we're almost there. Like this is an incredible place to be because all of this leads up to that issue 7. This is 12 issues for the first arc. There is 1 through 6. There is number 7, and then everything changes after that. It's wild. I cannot express how excited I am for you guys to read this and number 7. It's that bad. It's incredible. I'm just going to stop talking. I'll stop
No,
talking.
I love it. I mean, we need you to talk. We need you to talk about
Yeah.
this Kickstarter. We need you to share everything that's going on. So here is again, congratulations. 16 days to go. You've already surpassed your goal by $1,000 almost. You're doing fantastic, as you should be. I mean, you've built
Thank
such an
you.
amazing fan base around this title. But man, there's so many more tiers to be able to hit with all kinds of goodies. So we're gonna
Yeah.
jump into that right now. Here's
Yeah.
the story and the cover. So this is cover A right here,
This is
right?
cover A by Gilbert. At this time I had Matt Chambers color it.
Oh.
Gilbert colored the last one, but I was like, we have such a dynamic team, the two of them together that make the inside look just spectacular. So I was like, why don't we have the team do the cover together? And so this is Gilbert's pencils and inks, which, by the way, he put up on the Kickstarter. So you
Ooh.
can get the original pencils and inks on 11 by 17 Bristol board at this point. I just put it up today. But
Wow.
this is just a beautiful cover. He does such a great job summing up the feeling, the emotion behind the issue, and he sneaks things in there that are important, like that knife and that pool of blood. Whose blood is that, by the way? And then of course there's a sad pancake dog bowl on the side. So
Yeah.
it's just these little nods to what's going on in the issue. It's pretty cool.
Exactly.
Hmm.
I love it. Look at that though. It's so beautiful.
Thanks.
And then, yeah,
Mhm.
you were saying it's just so many things kind of put together,
Yeah.
all these amazing genres. And yeah, I mean, Fallout, Good, Bad, and the Ugly, Walking Dead, Cocaine Bear. You're getting a little bit of all of this. It's
Yeah.
so, I'm telling you, when you read this, it's so outside of the box and so crazy. It's not your typical zombie type
Right.
storyline. So if you're thinking that's what you're getting, you're not. You're getting
It's
so much
not.
more than that. You're going to absolutely love it. I think it's super unique. I've never seen anything like this done before, Lori, and I love it. It is so cool.
Thank you. And you know what? We predate Cocaine Bear.
Yeah, exactly. You
Because
do.
we wrote in 2018. In fact,
Yeah.
we were on issue 3. We were publishing issue 3 when Cocaine Bear came out.
Yeah.
And so people are like, how do you claim, did you write Big James after Cocaine Bear? I was like, no, we predated Cocaine Bear. So it's just fun to name that. I was like, yeah, we're this, and this with Cocaine Bear sprinkled on top. And people think that's funny.
I think they copied you.
Yeah, maybe. Got my script.
All right. So here we go. Issue 6, 24 pages.
Yep.
More St. Jude storyline here. Anything you could give us a little taste of in issue 6 without
Yeah.
giving away too much?
Well, scroll down a few more things. There's a sneak peek of the first 4 pages
Ooh,
of
yes.
issue 6.
Yeah.
And I always write what it is, but I don't like too long didn't read. If you don't want to read words, you can always just watch me do it. I already gave you the pitch, but that's the same thing.
Exactly.
So here's what's the inside of issue 6. So kind of so we start the series 10 years into the apocalypse. Jude is searching for someone or something. He's like the last guy still looking for the answer of why did the dead no longer die, and he's on this mission to figure it out. So issue 1, issue 2, we got saloon brawls, we got conspiracy theories, we got poker games. Issue 3, we jump back in time, we get that extended flashback. Issue 3 and 4, you get to see the world fall apart, like how quickly it happens, and basically learn the rules of this type of apocalypse. Issue 5 was awesome because we catch up in time to where Jude was in jail with this character named Dwayne Fink. And so in issue 5, um, lots of things happen. We'll just leave it at that. And then they have to basically run out of this town called Santa Claus as it burns to the ground. And they end up in some precarious place. And Jude wakes up tied to a tree with Dwayne. And this is
Here
kind
we
of what
are.
we were alluding to at the end of 5, which it was in Spanish where it said, El Campamento Cadaver te espero. So
Yeah.
it's like Camp Cadaver waits for you. So here he is in Camp Cadaver, and you have to see who runs it, what it's about, and what it's ultimately what they want from Jude St. Clair, and if he can get out of here alive,
If he can make it.
if he can make it out
If he can.
alive. And he's pretty cunning, and he's
Yeah.
lucky. He has good luck and bad luck on his
Yeah.
side. There's like no in between. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
like giant undead bears, and then but he gets out of it by the skin of his teeth. Town burns down from blaming flaming blister beetles.
Yeah.
But he still made it out alive, right? So is his luck going to continue, and for how long?
Yeah. Yeah. Say that 3 times fast, right?
Yeah,
Flaming blister
flaming
beetle.
blister beetles.
Yeah, I
But
love it. It's so fun.
this is so funny because Dwayne Fink is such a character. He is
Yeah.
gagged. Jude is not talking, but Dwayne is just like, no, 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 no,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. And the guy's like, shut up. And he's like,
Can't help
okay.
himself. He
Yeah,
just can't
right
help
now.
himself.
And in my head, I know what he's saying
Yeah.
because he's actually communicating. So it's just funny.
Uh,
Dwayne is really a central part of this issue. So you guys are gonna find out if he knows something. Is he lying? Who knows?
yeah.
I'm interested to see what people think. But new character, Miguel Blanco. He's
Yeah.
this
He looks awesome too.
undead. Whew, he's a hot mess. And he does not he Miguel Blanco, his name, Blanco meaning white, and the man is in all black. So that's kind of his personality. It's black and white. There is nothing in between. You either give me what I want, or
Yeah.
that's what he does with this lady. She's not giving him the answers he's looking for, so he ends her.
That's it.
And though, you know what I mean? To
Yeah.
him, she's now a part of the camp.
Yeah. Yeah. She's gone to the other side now.
Yep.
Yeah. So cool. Look at that panel right there.
Yeah.
It looks
And he's
awesome.
just like, clean her up. And then it's like that Jude witnesses this, right? And he's like, "Oh, who we got here? 2 warm bodies." And it's like, "I'm in danger." It's like it's a bad day. So,
It's a very bad day.
uh,
They got your
um,
recap here.
yeah, I made a GIF of just some pages from each issue so you guys can kind of see, where we've come. Um,
Yeah.
Again, Marco DeFeo was our interior penciler and inker for the first four issues, and then Gilbert Perez picked up issue five. We're on issue six, so you can kind of see our
Beautiful.
history there.
Oh, it's so cool.
Hmm.
All the covers.
Yeah, we've come a far way, but it's like we still have so much to cover.
Yeah,
It's a cool journey, you know?
for sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
So
I,
here's the new stuff we added on.
that's
And
cool.
so Gilbert has been doing sketch covers for a while, but he decided to let us put them on the campaign. So the sketch covers are just pencil and ink. This one is issue four sketch cover. But this one is actually my favorite because it's a Spider-Man Jude on a freaking Venom prince. I mean, I mean, how can you not
Yeah,
think that's badass,
it's
right?
everything you love, right? All in one.
Yeah. His little disc has Spider-Man logo in it. It's just so cool.
It
It's
is
a
very
dynamic pose, like Prince is there, everybody. It's just I mean his
cool.
lasso is freaking spider web.
So awesome.
It's just so cool, man.
Yeah, that
And I
is.
was like, if I had $1 million, I would tell Gilbert just to sell them all to me. Like,
Yeah.
I want them all. I would just line my house with them,
Yeah,
right?
that's so awesome.
So that's in the add-ons. And then these two are both issue five sketch covers that he completed. So Jude with the smoking gun with Big James. I love how he has a bullet hole in the forehead.
Yeah. Yes.
There's that one. And then
No, that one's cool
the
too.
half dead Jude is so cool
Yeah.
too. And his gun, like with his name on it.
That gives me a little bit of a Jonah Hex vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
DC Comics.
Yeah.
That looks
And
awesome.
we're always teasing about Jude's mortality. You never know when his luck is gonna run out. But he
It's
could
come close a few times. Yeah.
only a few.
Yeah, exactly. Like every other panel.
I know it's like Kenny in South Park. I'm like, oh, we killed Jude again.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, it looks so awesome.
Yeah. And then later this afternoon, he gave me permission to put these up. So this is the pencils and inks, not a print,
Hmm.
on 11 by 17 Bristol boards. So these are
That's
the original art from both covers for issue five and issue
yeah.
six.
This cover is so amazing too.
That's the series right there. It's like
Yeah,
Jude
everything.
walking towards his destiny. You got Dwayne Fink in there. You got all like the skyline. You got a bunch of undead between Jude and his fate. And of course, you got Big James standing in the way. It's just so much in there. The poker cards and
Yeah.
ah,
We'll
it's
have to
like
talk
he
about
just
cards too, because I know
yeah.
people are watching your Kickstarters to make sure that they can continue to add to their card collection that you've started.
Yeah, yeah. We're almost to the next one too. When we get to 100 backers, we're going to unlock the next one.
You'll get there.
So,
You'll get
oh
there.
yeah, we will for sure.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like, maybe we
that's
could
so
get
cool.
three. Three would be great. And of
And this
course,
is
this
issue
one is,
6, which we just saw the cover.
yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. But it's the original 11 by 17 traditional art, original art. So I don't know, it's always like it's a piece of history to me,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. So we got some variants here.
Some variants. We have,
William
of course,
Russell.
William Russell. He wanted to do Big James. I only let one person do Big James per campaign. We can't have 17 Big James
Everybody
variants.
wants to do a Big James cover.
Yes, yeah. And so I rotate through them. Like William Russell got to do him once, and he got to do him again this time. I kind of limited the amount of variants we were doing for this one
Okay.
because we're gonna have a ton of them next campaign. So I was
Okay.
trying to save up my money.
Yeah.
Um, but we always have a William Russell, and then the next one is a DJ Hall. We did the sad pancake, of
Oh
course.
yeah, this one's so cool. I remember you, I don't know what channel you were on, but I was watching your interview somewhere else. You were on somebody else's podcast, and when this cover came up, it reminds me of Mark Spears. I don't know if you know him, but
Mm-mm.
he's an artist too. He has his own title called Monsters. He has exploded. So he is doing covers for
Cool.
DC, for Marvel, for Image, but his style is very similar to this. It's so pretty. I try to
Yeah.
collect as many of his covers as I can, but this cover right here is my favorite. I love this cover.
Yeah, yeah. A ton of
Pancake.
people have gotten this cover. It's very popular. It's DJ Hall. He does the very painterly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not a lot of line, just very organic and painterly. I love it.
Yeah.
And
It's
I met
beautiful.
him at a Comic-Con and was acting completely crazy at this Comic-Con. I had to like I introduced myself to him because I hadn't met him before, and I was doing the whole undead trader at the Comic-Con, like, how y'all doing? How's your apocalypse going? Would you like to do some trading? I got comic books and hot sauce. I take all forms of payment, fancy card and coin. I do not take vaccines, and you cannot barter for my hair. My hair is my hair. Just like out there. And I was just like, I'm going to do a thing at this con. I haven't done it before, and I apologize if I annoy the crap out of you. But we got along great, and I talked him
You must have
into
not have annoyed him too much.
Right. I was like, I don't know. We were just it's just silly. So it's not like it was too bad. And
Yeah.
we were talking about the story and I was like, I have an idea for an undead dog cover. And he was just like, I okay, tell me more.
It's so
He's like,
cool.
undead, undead. And I was like, yeah, but he's still friendly. He's a forever puppy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't want to get bit by him, but yeah, he's pretty
No,
awesome.
maybe still be gross. I mean,
Yeah.
he's not trying to bite people. He's still a puppy though. He'll fetch your
No,
arm for you if you lose
I'm
it.
not sure I believe you. He does have someone's arm in his mouth,
He's
so
playing fetch.
yeah, okay, is that what it is?
And he was actually an accident in issue 5.
If
Gilbert drew
yeah.
in a puppy that wasn't part of the script. And then, of course, at the end of the page, I was like, make sure you shoot the puppy. And he was like, I have regrets about drawing this puppy. He's like, I do not want to shoot the puppy. And I was like, you need to shoot the puppy. And that's how Sad Pancake was born. So he will
Yeah.
actually make an appearance in issue 6
Ooh,
when he
cool.
originally was not. So,
Yeah.
I mean, like, again, I didn't write him into the script. So Sad Pancake is the first time that we have uh, done an addition to the original script since 2018.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
you might have another big James on your hands in
I know.
popularity.
I was like, I'm gonna be writing short stories with undead bears and undead dogs.
Yeah, this is
It happened.
awesome.
Since we only have the two variants, I just want to remind people that we do have other covers. You can back a tier where you get to pick your own character, and Gilbert Perez will do a sketch cover for you, a
Oh,
custom
cool.
sketch cover. And so that is an option. You can get a blank cover. I have a ton of artists that back my campaigns that I know, and then they'll do their own Big James, which is super cool. So the sketch cover, and then of course that, and we also have a wooden cover option, which you'll see in a little bit.
Nice.
Hmm.
T-shirts.
T-shirts.
Welcome to Santa Claus.
Welcome to Santa. I've added so many new ones. It's stupid. I think people are gonna have a hard time picking T-shirts at this point. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Um, I now have enough T-shirt designs where I could wear a Path of the Pill Rider shirt every day of the week, and
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Yeah, it makes my
That
day.
one's
So
cool
there's
too.
t-shirts, there's hoodies. There's a tier for t-shirts. You can also add on t-shirts, and the hoodies are in the add-ons.
Okay.
But you tell me which one you want in the survey.
Okay. That's awesome. That one's
Pretty
awesome.
cool. I know.
Yeah, not too many people know what that is taken from, probably, unless they're my age. The Bob's
Everybody
Big
should know
Boy.
Big Boy. Come
I
on.
mean, most of them have closed
Iconic.
down.
I know he's down. I know.
Yeah, I mean, when I was living in Southern California, we had one that just opened. This is like 10 years ago, and then it closed down again. So I don't know if someone bought the rights to it, but anyways, we're getting
I
off the
don't
topic. But
I don't think
yeah, I
so.
grew up going
Yeah.
to Bob's Big Boy.
Mm-hmm. We had him in Michigan as well.
Oh, did you?
So, but I
Yeah.
haven't seen any in a long time. But I was like,
Yeah.
what if?
Yeah. No, I love it.
Yeah. Two cover bargain. I think this is super cool. So
That's
our
a
our
deal
regular
too.
tier is yeah, it's $15.
Hmm.
$15 gets you like the A cover and the PDF.
Hmm.
And if you like two covers, a lot of times people like two of our covers and they can't decide. An extra $5 gets you two covers plus a PDF.
Yeah.
So
Love
a
it.
lot more people this time. I did it last campaign and I don't think I talked about it enough because there was like
It's a
one
good deal.
person that did it, but everybody was still adding on an
Yeah.
additional cover. And I was like, wait, no, you're not doing it right. Like, I'm trying to save you money.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Here you
Funko
go. You and your
Pops.
pops.
Yeah, yeah. I think there's two spots left. Two
Yeah.
spots out of the five, six,
Is
six that
there?
we do every campaign. So
Yeah.
one is the new one, the new Funko Pop design, which there's no picture because we haven't made it yet. And
Okay.
then there's five spots available for the last one we premiered, which is Francis St. Clair. And I think three of those are gone. So
Okay.
there's still a couple spots left if you guys want, but I'm not going backwards, we're going forwards.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have asked me for this Big James again, but we might do him again, maybe slightly different design when we get to the end. But we got lots more pops to make.
Very cool though. Such a good idea.
Thank you. Yeah, they're fun. Secret reward, if you trust me. I make a ton of things for the campaign, but these um you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
There's some of them are bear related. They're all handcrafted by myself. I've done glass bottles of ashes and bones in a handmade box. I've 3D printed working discs that light up that you can wear. You know, it's wired and everything. I've 3D printed big James statues. I've laser engraved and inlaid with sterling silver. This one's going to be a 3D printed one. I limited them to four
Mm.
because I'm actually kind of intimidated about making these. So four only. Four. That's it.
It's amazing the work that you put into it. It's incredible.
Thank you. Yeah. I have fun though. It's usually stuff that I want to make for myself.
Yeah. Yeah, you might as well make a couple extras.
Right. And I think, other people when they see it will be like, that's super cool. So it's like, well, if I'm making them, I'll just make a few, you
Yeah.
know, but you got to trust me.
This is cool. This is really cool right
Wooden
here.
covers.
Wooden cover.
Yeah, they turn out nice.
So it's
So
really
this is,
wooden.
yeah, it's wood. Mhm.
Wow. That's crazy.
But it's attached to your regular issue. This is our issue 5. Hmm.
That's so awesome.
And it's the same. It's the A cover.
Yeah.
So Gilbert sends me the black and white, and I convert it into forget what the files are called, but I laser engrave them myself. I know I have a
Same.
problem.
Yeah. A puzzle.
Puzzle. We got a puzzle. We did a puzzle
Okay.
last campaign. I have a few of those left. If you want the Lola,
Okay.
this I lovingly call Vicious Big James. He's vicious on this
This
one.
is so cool.
Yeah, he turned out gorgeous.
And a
We got
bunch
a
of
ton of
cool
add-ons.
add-ons.
You guys can go check them out. I always recommend getting our Choose Your Own Adventure book. It's called Choose Your Own Path.
Yeah.
You get to put on the hat and boots. You walk around the apocalyptic West and you run bounties and you see how long you survive. It's not very long.
Yeah. It's not very
I
long.
like to kill people in like gruesome and just creative ways, but it's fun because you can just, you go do it again
Yeah, yeah,
until
yeah.
you win. So there's ways to win.
Yeah. There's ways.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's so cool. That is awesome. This is cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna make more of these, so there'll be a different one every campaign. The mug might change slightly, and I'll change out the color. So the design itself will be the same, but it'll be a different color and a different style slightly every time. These are
That's
fun to
so
make. I like them. I made a green
yeah.
one for myself. I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah. Yeah. These look so cool too.
And then rebinding books. I put one up. It's Jurassic Park.
Oh, really?
So
Yeah.
yeah, someone already
You're so
grabbed that
good
one
at that
too.
too. That's
It's
incredible.
fun. It's so much. I just haven't had any time recently because I've been out promoting, but
Yeah.
I have 4 or 5. I have 5 books to rebind right now because authors have been sending me their books from any one world.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so like, yeah, so they send me two, so I get to keep one and then I rebind both and I'll send one back to the author. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to doing that, but I'm just like, I just haven't had any time.
Yeah.
So, but I'm looking forward to it. It'll be fun. Swag bags. Swag bags. These are just a random smattering of merch. I have a bunch of merch left from previous campaigns that I have to order in bulk. And
Yeah.
so you don't know what you're signing yourself up for, but I'm going to send you something cool.
Yeah. I mean, everything you do is pretty cool.
Thanks.
And this is awesome.
Yeah. Hot sauce.
I
Now,
can't
it's
believe how
funny to
fast it
me.
goes too.
Well, the Jack's Revenge went really quick, but I'm surprised that well, it's we're only like partway through campaign. We're not even halfway yet.
Yeah.
But not as much hot sauce as there was last time. I don't know if
Interesting.
people still have their bottles and they'll all come back for for seven,
Yeah.
but we'll see. But
Yeah.
this is the I'm showing you the sampler pack, which of course comes with all three types of my regular flavors. Ghost pepper barbecue on the right, mango habanero in the center, and then jalapeno serrano on the left. Now, none of them are super hot, you guys. The two on the right are medium to medium hot, depending on your tolerance. I'm
Yeah.
more interested in flavor than I am in uh, spiciness or like, whatever you call it, the hotness. I
Yeah.
don't like the afterburn. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
So I want to eat it. And the
Yeah.
green one I would say is medium to mild. It just that one really depends on what time of year I make it because in the summertime the peppers are hotter.
Hmm.
Um, but for the most part, you can put that one on everything. I put it on, eggs. It can go on any kind of tacos, any type of Mexican food. It really just is universal. You can put it on anything. So they're
Love
all
it.
delicious. Someone
Beautiful.
was like, "Which one's your favorite?" I'm like, "You're asking me which one's my favorite child. There is a
Yeah.
favorite." And now this one I I might do again.
Yeah.
Um, it's the
It's pretty popular though,
jackfruit.
right?
Well, it's gone. I
Yeah.
only, okay. So this was from last campaign's Slice and Dice, where I dress up as Pikachu and you guys
Yeah.
get to vote on a name for like a fruit or vegetable and you vote on a weapon of destruction. And then we murder this thing on my podcast. And so the fandom named a jackfruit, Jack the Ripper, and voted on a two-handed axe. And I destroyed this thing and the stool it was on as well. And but I was like, you know what? We could make hot sauce. So we did. I made hot sauce from this what was left of this
Yeah.
jackfruit. And it's delicious. It's so good, it's insane. And
Yeah.
so I'll probably do it again because I only got 8 bottles and I let two people beta test it. So there was only 6 bottles on the campaign. And again, 15 minutes, those things were gone.
That's awesome.
People knew that if they wanted one of those, they had to get there early. So I'll probably do it again. It just won't be the
Just
jackfruit,
can't.
It
Can't be.
won't. It
Yeah.
won't unless we slice and dice another jackfruit, but I don't think so.
I love it.
Poker cards. Here's the poker cards you were talking about.
Yep.
So
Gotta get your
every
collection.
50 backers, we unlock a poker card, and we're working on this deck, right? And so if you guys return every campaign, you get an entire deck of cards for free,
Yeah. It's
which
so
is
cool.
fun.
Such a great idea.
Hmm. And
Yeah.
I'm loving this. And it's like, so here we are working on this deck, and it's like, but there's still characters we haven't introduced yet, so I have to wait on those
Yeah. Yeah.
cards.
No,
So I'm
for
like,
sure.
but we unlocked one so far. That's usually the first thing we unlock at 50 backers is the first poker card. And then we'll unlock the next one at 100. We'll see if
Yeah.
we can
You'll
get
get
to
there.
over 150. I don't know.
You'll get there. You'll get to 100 at least.
Oh yeah, 100 for sure. 100.
Yeah.
We typically unlock 2 cards.
Yeah.
Um, Last campaign we had like 143 backers. I was like,
Oh,
oh,
seven
so
more. Come
close.
on. What are those seven that we need?
I see, I know. So it's just like we get so close to unlocking that third card, we just never quite get across. But maybe this is the time. That would be
Yeah,
great.
exactly.
Hmm.
That's awesome.
Here's what the back of the card looks like, which is
Amazing.
super cool. Hmm.
And who does the art for the cards?
So the back of the card, this is David Rodriguez.
That's
So
cool.
he was the original interior artist when we started back in 2020, and then COVID hit, and then everything fell apart.
Yeah.
And then I found Marco DeFio in January of 2022 to pick up. But the inside of the card, that's going to be a ton of different artists. So you're
Yeah.
going to see Marco designs, you're going to see David designs, you're going to see there's Everett Watkins. There's because he did that big James card that we unlocked. And of course there'll be Gilbert too.
Yeah.
So it really just depends on, the character I'm pulling from the story and who's drawing it at that point.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Hmm. There's a black deck too. There's an inverse of
That's so
that.
cool.
So when we finish the white deck, we'll unlock the black deck
Nice.
someday. We unlocked indie PDFs at 5,000. That was our first dollar stretch goal. I have a bunch of these bundles, and I think if we unlock them all, I have something like 20 different indie PDFs to share with everybody,
That's so cool.
which I love that because the digital backers can take advantage of this too.
Yeah,
Digital backers are just as important as physical backers. We need everybody.
100%.
Uh-huh.
100%.
So, it's a
Yeah,
great
especially your
way that,
overseas fans, it's just so expensive
yes.
to ship. That's
So when we unlock the Big Boy James sticker, which again
Mhm.
is like it's like what, $65? We're away
Yeah.
from that. It will also unlock the next bundle of PDFs as
Oh,
well.
okay.
So they stack.
Yeah. This is
But it's
such a
like
cool
this is
sticker.
next. Yeah, he's gonna be holographic too.
That's gonna be so popular. You
Hmm.
better make a lot of those stickers for when you go to shows. That's
I think
really,
so too.
yeah, I
I
think
agree.
the people are gonna
Everybody's like,
come.
can't
They're
wait
gonna
to
want.
unlock it. And I was like, come on.
I will put this on my computer. That's how cool it is.
Yeah.
It's dope.
Yeah, I think it hits that level of nostalgia for people our age. So,
Yes, yes.
right?
Correct. Yeah, I remember going with my grandmother after church or before church and having the all you can eat buffet at Bob's Big
Yeah.
Boy Breakfast. Yeah.
And then pie. You had to get pie. Here's the slice and dice. This is awesome. Again, everybody can participate in this if you're a backer.
Yeah.
I send out a survey. You get to name a pumpkin, a watermelon, a jackfruit, and you vote on a weapon. And I have someone is I, I announced it on my show today. So I'm doing some collaboration with a local creator named Von Fox, and
Hmm.
he has a series called Murder Face. He's running his very first Kickstarter. He made Valentine's Day cards for both my series and his series. And
Yeah.
so if you back both our campaigns, you unlock these Valentine's Day cards. But he also made the weapon from his series, which is like a baseball bat with a circular saw sticking out of it. And he was like, "Would you do the slice and dice with this?" And I was like, "Abso-freaking-lutely." So I'll
Done.
put it on the list and we'll let people vote. But I mean, like, how could that not
Yeah.
win? It's
Yeah.
gonna win,
It has to. It
I
has to.
would think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Very
watch me
cool.
dress up as Pikachu and murder something for fun. Scratch and sniff stickers. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna bring back everything from our childhood, Tom. That's my goal.
Yes.
So scratch and sniff stickers. We have beer, barbecue sauce, and zombie
You just need
flesh
like garbage
scented.
pail kid stickers now,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that'll bring back my whole childhood.
I think I saw someone else doing that recently where they had like a
Someone did a
cover that
cover.
was, yeah. I
Yeah.
was like, I've seen that recently.
I love it.
Uh, we have temporary tattoos if we break
Yeah.
7. That guy, so cool. Big James. Again, David Rodriguez. I mean,
So
how can you
awesome.
not like that?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
dope.
they're cool. And then if we break 8,000, we haven't done it yet, but you never know.
You
It
never
could
know.
be whenever. There is a Big James short story. It's 8 pages of straight up Big James destruction, running through buildings, mauling people, etc. I haven't done any production, but if we get to 8,000, I will produce 2 pages so you guys can see.
Nice. I love it.
Hmm.
We gotta get you there.
Yeah. We don't have to go through all, all of this if you don't want, but just
No,
something
no. I mean,
cool
this
that we
is,
do.
I think people need to see the amount of
Oh,
time that you put into this, Lori. It's
yeah.
like, that's why you have such a great fan base. You just get so much when you read your title. There's so much that comes with it. I think it's so awesome.
Yeah. So these are the back covers of all the issues,
Yeah.
and they're riddles. So if you solve the riddle as a POTPR fan, this right here, this sign language, first you have to interpret this and then you have to solve the riddle. You email your answer to the email, and then something shows up in your mailbox from one of the characters.
Nice. So,
Hmm. So it's like you get to touch Path of the Pale Rider like it's real.
yeah. Yeah, you
We
get
have,
immersed right away.
yeah, you have working phone numbers. There's hidden videos on YouTube. I have secret pages on my web page that you'll unlock. Um, there's a ton of stuff, and there's just more planned. I have someone from Any One World working on the next answer to the next riddle, and it's by far the best one yet.
It's
So I'm looking forward to you guys have to solve that one. The
yeah,
rest of them are like some of them are informational, like um gives you information about like the undead underground. Some of them are videos where it's like, what are they? What is this? Like it's scary or weird, creepy, because that's how we roll. And other
yeah,
times there's characters like talking to you like they know you. It's
yeah,
it's fun. It's fun. It's a rabbit hole to fall down?
yeah, yeah. So cool. All the QR codes.
Yeah, that's the video, the hidden video on YouTube. The rest of them are just like walking through my mind, what I think is
Yeah, I
entertaining.
know.
Because it's
Yeah.
like
Enter at your
enter
own
Laurie's
risk,
brain,
right?
right? But it's like trailers for westerns, trailers for zombie movies.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's also funny stuff. Like I think I found a video of He-Man singing Four Non-Blondes, and um there's the Swedish chef making hot sauce. You know what I mean? Like some of it's just silly funny. So it's a
Yeah,
good mix of entertainment there.
yeah.
Of
Here's
course,
the
that is our
team.
team.
Yeah.
That's the ever elusive Matt Chambers. This is the
Yeah.
only way you can see him is a picture on my campaign. He
That's
will
it,
not
huh?
sh he will not come on video. No, he won't.
Not his thing, right?
Not his thing.
He's very shy like
Like,
you are, Lori. Just it's
yeah,
really hard.
yeah. He's like
You're
the
like
opposite of
everywhere on
me.
my YouTube feed.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
Lori's
He's
on
like,
again.
Laurie
Lori's on
again,
again.
another interview with Laurie.
I love it. Well,
Hey,
this is
man,
awesome.
I got cool stuff. The world
You
just
got
needs
cool
to know I
stuff.
exist. Yep. I do
Yeah.
want to mention
Yes.
that uh, if you are in Canada, I will ship physical items to Canada. I just please contact me directly.
Okay.
Because what I will tell people is pick out what you want. So some people are picking out multiple covers, other people are picking out like I want a t-shirt,
Hmm.
I want a hat, and I can put it all together in a box and I can weigh it for you.
Yeah.
So I can charge you accurate shipping as opposed to just guessing, right? I don't want to overcharge you for shipping. It's so expensive.
It's
And I
so
definitely can't
expensive.
afford, yeah,
Mhm.
I can't afford to undercharge either.
Yeah.
Um, and of course, my trade paperback, the issues 1 through 4, are available international if
Mhm.
you purchase them from anyoneworld.com. And that's if you look on the side there says something like a note to Canadian and international backers on the left side.
On the left, sorry.
Yeah, you see all those different, yeah, a note to
Yeah, yeah,
Canadian and international backers.
yeah.
There's a hyperlink, that green one, to the
Yeah.
Laurie Calcaterra collection, and you can get a physical copy of the trade paperback anywhere in the world from A
Okay.
Snap of Imagination. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Hmm.
Beautiful.
That's it.
Incredible.
I say that's it. That's so much stuff.
That's a lot. That's a lot, Lori. That's a
A
lot.
lot of work, I'll tell you.
In a good way, it's a lot.
In
You
a good
always
way. Yeah, and
100%. Yeah. I
I'm
mean, the
having
engagement
fun.
that you have is incredible. Real quick, talk about your Facebook community because I think that's another aspect that you could immerse yourself into as you're starting to pick up all your issues
Yeah.
off of Kickstarter because that's also pretty incredible.
Are are you enjoying the polls I've been putting out? I'm sorry. All right.
Always.
So I have a Facebook group. So if you want to become part of, immerse yourself in this world, there's the group on Facebook called Path of the Pale Rider. It's very simple. It's a private group, so you have to apply to get in. You just have to answer one question, which is, do you like comic books? And you can put whatever you want there, and I will let you in. You can tell me that comic book people are nerds, and I will still let you in. You just have to put an answer,
Yeah.
right? Then you can say giraffes, and I don't care. I'll let you in. It just keeps the scammers out from coming in and spamming our group with nonsense. But um, we do a lot of fun things in the Facebook group. I've been putting a lot of polls. I put one this evening because I want to know if people think that if Dwayne Fink is telling the truth or not.
Mhm.
I think that's key before we get into this next issue. So I want to know where people are. We've done things like we've created playlists for the apocalypse. We've talked about like some of the inner workings of Path of the Pale Rider. We have grim questions like, would you eat a hamburger if it was still moving, Tom?
Depends on the situation. I might if I'm hungry
See?
enough.
And you should see the answers in there. There, some of them are just hilarious. And people are asking more questions like, "How long has it been since I've eaten?" And like, "Is there hot sauce
Well, if it's
available?"
a
And
McDonald's burger, you know it's still going to be good. I don't care how old it is.
I wouldn't eat it if it's moving, but I don't know. Again, it depends on if you're starving, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The other one was like, your significant other is undead. Is it okay to have relations with them, and for how long?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
It's and
Again, I
again,
think
people.
desperation comes into the equation,
See?
right?
And I mean, like, it's your spouse, and as long as like they're recently deceased,
Yeah,
is it? I don't know. I don't know. To each their own. And
yeah,
again, the answers in there are just entertaining.
I
So,
can
uh,
imagine. I can only imagine.
the the group is really funny. Yeah, we have a blast in there. So, but that group gets the first updates. They get the first dibs on the cool stuff. Like if I'm putting new add-ons, I usually like that group gets notified first. Like, hey, there's 12 of these for grabs. You guys get first dibs before I post anywhere else. So, it's a good place to get updates and be on the know. You want to be in the know about what's dropping and what's popping.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Laura, I mean, congratulations on another successful Kickstarter. Obviously, we're not done yet. So, everybody
Oh.
watching, head over to Kickstarter. The link is below. We'll make it very easy for you. I promise if you immerse yourself in this world, you're going to have a blast. I don't know of, I mean, I think there's so many amazing comic book indie creators out there. But I would have to say, I only know a couple people, and you know the other person I'm talking about, that puts so much into their Kickstarter, so much
Mhm.
into add-ons just to create that immersive, community around the story that you're telling. And I just think that's so phenomenal. Yeah, congratulations, because
Thank
you
you.
you created a whole world that anybody could jump into.
Yeah, and I love it. Like I always tell people, I have the best job in the world. I make comics.
Yeah,
So even on like a bad day, whatever, I make comics. Like
yeah,
I have the best job. My team is phenomenal. We all have a blast. We're all chuckle at, like the innuendo and the inside jokes and the Easter eggs, and we chuckle at sometimes what we're putting our readers through.
yeah.
So we're having fun. It's something that you should definitely try. If you haven't looked at us yet, go check us out. Go check us out. What's it gonna harm? It's a comic book. Get started on the path. You're gonna get sucked in. You're gonna be mad at me, and that's okay. And then you'll
That's
ask for the next issue. Mhm.
Yes, that is all okay. Very good. Well, before I let you go, Lori, if people want to meet you in person, maybe get prior
Yeah.
issues signed, have you already kind of decided on which Comic Cons that you might be at?
Well, I'm for sure going to be at Texoma Comic Con this month.
Okay.
So February 22nd and 23rd, I'm going to be in Durant, Oklahoma. I just signed up for Texas Haunters, which is in Fort Worth. This will be
Hmm.
my first time going there. That's in July. And I usually hit some in the fall. I'm not sure what's going on with Cowtown yet. Um, but I have stuff that I'm signed up for in between. I just don't have dates yet. Like there's one in Frisco called FriskCon I always go to. There's usually a Women in Comics in Watauga. I haven't heard back on that one yet. So they're just like solidifying dates. That's usually in April. But yeah, I'm going to be all over. And if you guys follow my social media, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on X, I'm on Blue Sky, I'm on Twitter, I'm on TikTok. I'm just about everywhere.
You're everywhere.
Um, and I podcast 2 times, 3 times, sometimes 4 times a week. So if you follow my socials, I'm not shy. I will tell you exactly where I'm going to be. But come see me in Durant, Oklahoma. I will have hot sauce at that one as well. So you can get book signed. You can get hot sauce. We can take a selfie together. You could take a picture with Big James. I just got a new sign. I'm so excited.
Nice.
So excited for the sign. But like Big James is like right at face level. So you can like get a picture with Big James. That's cool.
I love it. Well, Lori, it's always such a pleasure to have a conversation with you. Congratulations on everything. Everybody, all the information you need is right below. Click the link, head over to Kickstarter, and make sure you either get your issue 6 to add to your collection of the first 5 or get all 6 and immerse yourself in this story. You're going to have a blast, I promise.
It's such a good time to binge read.
It is. Agree. Agree. Well, Laurie, thank you so much as always. We'll be in touch as always, but
Heck
I
yeah.
wish you the very best week and we'll talk soon.
Thank you. And thank you again for having me on the show. I always appreciate it. And I love being on your show and
Uh,
talking with you. So
I love having you on the
it was
show,
good
Laurie.
time.
Sometimes we've hung up and we've talked for like an extra
Yeah,
hour.
another
So
hour.
I know I don't think people
I'm
realize
like,
that,
so
but
think
no, I
about
always
la, la,
enjoy.
la, la.
We always have great conversations. But
Absolutely.
you are always welcome, Laurie, and I
Thank you.
really appreciate you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, talk
Thank you,
soon.
everybody watching. Talk to you
Yeah.
later.
All right, bye-bye.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.